Hello.
How are you today?
Good. Just got off Claire's live. That was lots of fun. Work is I'm starting to slow down a little bit. So
Mm,
it's nice to have
well,
nice to come into this with like some sort of a break.
well, make sure you put Claire's like link
Channel, I
in
have
the
it.
thing.
I
Yeah,
have it.
I cannot talk. It's been a long day. Um, but okay. Yay! Welcome, everybody, to the commentary zone at night. Thank you so much for joining us, guys. We really appreciate it. We love it, like when you just hang in there with us through all of the time changes and whatnot. We really appreciate it. As you come into the room, please give us a thumbs up. I'm going to give myself the thumbs up right now. Right now. I just gave myself one. Um, Give us that thumbs up. If you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell and tell a friend. So tonight on the docket, we have the Real Housewives of New York City, season 13, episode 10, light as a feather, stiff as a board. I think that was it, or stuff as a board, or whatever. Autocorrect, y'all. And we also have the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, season 11, episode 9, A Pretty Meltdown. Hold on one second. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay, so let's do New York City first.
And oh, Yanni, thank you. Yeah, we're slowly getting there. We're making our way to 500. So we just sit out here in our corner of the YouTube, like doing what we do, and hopefully people like come in for the conversation and the topics, and stay for the conversation because what we do is we just put it on the table. We're kind of brutally honest, but not in a messy way. So you
Yeah.
know, have a conversation, talk about
Yeah.
it.
And go off on tangents and do a lot of what ifs.
Yeah, based on our it's interesting how our what ifs are based on what we see, but then our subscribers they'll come up with their theories,
Mm-hmm.
and then we're like, okay, if you look at that from that angle, this could be it. And I think that's how we go off on our tangents, honestly, because we want to
Yeah.
explore. We
Yeah.
like to explore every possible path based on what we see, and we have lively conversations. I love it.
And Kelly, my dear sweet Kelly, you saw what Kelly put at the top of the chat?
No, I think I was trying to get back there. Like, can I get back there?
I think so. We should be able to. Yeah, we're not that far in. She felt bad for EJ. Aw.
I mean, like, if you're looking at her from the point of a woman going through a divorce, like just basically packing up a table and leaving, yes, I feel bad for her.
No,
Um,
no.
so
Two
no,
years too late. Yanni knows my opinion on this because we were in Kempire not too long ago. I popped in there for a few minutes while I was like shoveling food in my mouth. And I was just beyond irritated. And I basically said my piece, which I'll regurgitate when we get to Beverly Hills. But right now we're in New York. And let's see who's in the chat with us. Hi, Muriel. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Yanni. Hi, Ali R. Hi, Susan. Let's see. That's you, Jamal. That's it for now. Okay, so we got a good lively bunch with
and I think
hey.
Morel just stuck in. I think Morel just snuck in too.
I think I said hello to Morel first.
Did
I
you?
might have said
Okay.
the name,
Oh,
mispronunciated it.
no
But
worries.
hey, Black Lavender. Okay, so now we've got our dumpster monitor ready. let's dig into New York. We still
This
in
was sad.
Salem. They still arguing. Um, two people get tattoos. I thought that was nice, the tattoos in honor of their grandmas. And Ebony was real, I thought she was very savvy at getting the white ink. I
Hmm.
think it comes out prettier without
Hmm.
being boom in your
Right.
face. You pity my nephew didn't think about white ink, but I digress. I don't like how Luann being two-faced did. I don't like how Ramona. You notice that whenever Ramona feels she don't got an ally in her corner, all of a sudden she friends with Sonia and getting Sonia drunk, and they sleeping together, and then she wind up shitting somewhere, and then Sonia gotta like laugh about it and talk about the diapers. I'm just over Ramona.
I think this one we need to go lady by lady because I want to start with Sonia actually because Sonia impressed me this episode because every time Ramona tried to shut her down, she's like, "No, we're going to continue this conversation."
Mm-hmm.
And then when Luann tried to come over and save Ramona, she's like, "No, I'm not. I'm not talking about that.
Mm-hmm.
This is what we're talking about. This."
But did you hear what she said after she shooed Luann away? She's like, she just wants to hear about the matchmaker to see if there's anybody for her, but this is like for me.
Right.
Like, yeah. Hey, Larger Curves. I'm glad. Like, we all, even me to a certain extent, underestimate Sonia and her level of perception.
I mean, people have been underestimating Sonia for a while because Sonia's like that go-to friend when you want to feel better about yourself, and she's trying to break out of that shell. Because you remember she was at her strongest when she had Bethany in her corner because she saw that Bethany genuinely wanted to help her. Because in that same season, I want to say Bethany would call Sonia out on her drinking to her face. And Sonia never got mad about that. But
because
she got mad.
Held her to a very high esteem as a mentor, business and professionally.
True,
and personally, sorry.
But I think she also appreciated that Bethany came to her and confronted her straight up, and
She
not
called
behind her back.
a spade, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And she did it one-on-one and not in front of the group blasting her, you know?
Right.
So yeah, I can appreciate Sonia, and that's why I slightly took offense when Bershawn came at her because I thought it was uncalled for.
It was very unnecessary and over the top for no reason.
And it kind of reminded me of that fight from Real Housewives of Atlanta with, I think it was Marlo and Sheree. I didn't understand what was going on or what Bershawn was trying to say. I'm sorry. Like, I watched it really late last night, so maybe that's what happened. But I don't know why she decided to insult everybody at the table by calling them grannies and boring. And then she attacked Sonia, and I was just like, wake up. What?
That was out of left field. It was out of left field. There was no context.
What did I miss?
There was no context. You didn't miss anything.
But if she was so bored, why didn't she try to do something fun instead she chose to insult people that she's basically around for?
Here's the thing.
I don't know.
How can you be bored with good food in front of you? I'm sorry. Maybe it's just me. It could be just me, but that's just how I feel.
I know. Hey, Ablavi. Maybe I'm just a pig, and I am food oriented. It is comfort for me. Ergo the fluffiness. But I don't know. I thought it was rude.
It was, and I think it ties into Yanni's point of view. Do you think she believes she acts the way they'll give her an apple? Sonia is the weakest link. I mean, I get that. I mean, she's auditioning for her apple. I understand it. I completely get it. But Sonia may be the weakest link, but she's also the fan favorite. So that's not a good strategy to come in with.
Hey, FM. Oh my God. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We appreciate it. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up. You too, Ablavi. Begging for thumbs up. Good Lord. Yeah.
It's not a good look. It's not a good look. Like if it
Bershawn
were,
lost a lot of points for me. She did.
yeah, that's the thing though. You came for a fan's favorite. Like when people would come for Nini's because she was queen bee, and she was all kind of like on the downvote with the viewers. Like they didn't like her attitude, her change. But Sonya's always been the same Sonya, fun, like kind of the underdog. You don't come in and pick on the fan favorite who's also an underdog. That's not a good strategy.
But then on top of that, she layered it. There were several things that I didn't like. The person who she's the plus one of, Ramona, she kind of threw under the bus to Leah,
Oh,
who's the host of the
right.
trip. And I was just like, wait, what? I didn't get it. I didn't get it at all.
Like you went so Sonya and then throw the Ramon under the bus to Leah. That was
Yeah.
confusing to me. That was so confusing. It was like, ma'am, like when you're the like my thought is when you're auditioning and you're the plus one, as a plus one, I really think you should just sit back and observe. Just like when you're a friend of the show, what you're supposed to do, you're supposed to come in, sit back, enjoy the food, get paid,
Mm-hmm.
give
And
your
nod.
give nod, and maybe give some thoughtful insight to the conversation. Nothing negative,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
then go back.
And
Bershawn
support the
just
person who brought you in. And just because look, didn't Barbara go wrong? Luann brought her in and then she turned on her. Ramona brought in Elise and Elise turned on her. Where are they now, Bershawn?
well, the no, what happened with the Barbara situation is different because we have to remember with Barbara, Barbara was one of the people with Bethany at Luann's intervention. So
Yes.
that's a whole different kettle of fish in that one.
But
Luann,
Luann still felt betrayed by Barbara.
even though it was the right thing to do, yes.
It was, but she still suffered the price.
Yeah, she
That's the
did.
thing. Sometimes you could be doing something for the total right reasons, but still get the punishment for it.
But also Barbara never really opened up either. And Bethany told her that. Bethany pulled her to the side like, look, if you're gonna do this,
Mm-hmm.
you need to put it all out there and do it. There's no half
Yeah.
step in here. So it was a combination. It was a combination of the two things. With who was the other person you mentioned? You said,
Elise and Ramona,
well,
remember?
they were. You could tell they've been frenemies for a long time now.
Yeah.
You could
Yeah.
see that. You could see that.
Oh my God. Um, Wait, all those comments were Ramona induced comments. Has she ever met Sonia to know she's an empty-headed clown, or maybe Ramona fed her info that she felt so comfy bringing all that up? It's Ramona. I agree with you, Larger Curves. It is Ramona. But you know what? I'm one of these people. I don't talk after nobody unless I verify it myself. And if I'm new to a gathering, if I did realize, okay, Ramona is kind of like a clown, I'm not going to tell her that. I'm just not, because she's harmless. You
Right.
know, I could act up when drunk and apologize, except she wasn't in the same state yet. Huh? Oh, you mean last year when Leah was getting drunk and acting up? You think Bershawn, like, it's similar? Eh,
Hmm.
I don't know. I'm kind of wishing that Leah would start drinking again because I kind of liked her better last year than this year.
Hmm.
But yeah, I get what you're saying. What else? Who else we talking about in this?
So I think I think we covered Sonya and Sean pretty much.
Hmm. Oh,
Do you,
rest in peace. Condolences to Ebony and the Williams
Grandma?
family on the passing of her
Yeah.
grandmother. That was really sad. And the way how she held up from, like, she got the call early in the morning and she didn't say anything on the bus. She
Hmm.
announced it at dinner. I didn't understand what Leah was doing.
That was a bit much. Since we're on that, let's talk about it. Let's talk about Ebony.
Yeah.
Leah Bohu, that was too much. That was too much.
It it was, you know why? Did I see her cry that hysterically for her grandmother?
No. And Ramona called it out right. She used to like, why are you crying?
Yep. Yep.
Like, they were all confused, like, what? So, it has nothing to do with me. It has to do with her. They're like, oh, okay, but
So
why are you
why are you
crying?
crying? Yeah. And what did Sonia say? Oh boy.
Right.
I love her. Okay, so Yanni is agreeing with larger curves. Let's see.
But for me, like, was it me or did that cry just come out of nowhere? Like,
It did. Well,
big,
all she said is, I have an announcement. Not a tear.
not one.
No makeup ruined.
Her makeup was still looking flawless, though, if we gonna talk about it.
The glam is on point with those two. Has the other
They,
ladies looking like scarecrows and scallywags.
I'm just saying. Leah killed me. I was like, are we really doing this? I was just getting on Leah's train when she was talking about how Ebony's not letting the girls run over her. I was getting on Ebony's train. This just completely took me off again. Like, I try with you. I really do. Wasn't even believable.
Oh dear. Okay, so
I told Bobby always try to scrap a show.
oh my god. You want all of them scrapped or just one or two particular franchises of Blobby? Get them out the door. Ooh, I agree with you on that, FM.
Mm-hmm.
You're not trying and being stupid. Okay, yeah, I noticed this as well. She was walking like her corns was hurting her, not like she was drunk. Either that or they probably have those like old pavers, not regular sidewalks in Salem, because they're a very historic town.
Right.
I would say, she put on them 5-inch stilettos and forgot that it was cobblestone outside.
I was gonna say the cobble, and don't let the heel get stuck.
Mm-hmm.
No more. Bye bye ankles.
Mm-hmm.
But what
Okay.
did you think of Vershawn in this episode?
Didn't like it. Didn't. No.
For me, uh, it didn't feel authentic. It felt like you went in with a plan, like, and it was a bad plan.
It sounds like a Ramona plan. Makes no
Hmm.
sense whatsoever.
I just wanted to touch on the Vershawn again real quick because
Mm-hmm.
her and Ebony had a conversation, if I
Mm-hmm.
recall,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and I believe that Bershawn thought she could run over Ebony, but Ebony wasn't having it. For me, Bershawn is one of those women who thinks if I can speak louder than you, I'm right and you'll back down. And
Mm-hmm.
Ebony was like, baby, like I worked on Fox News for years. I know how to handle myself with
Yeah, I know
anybody.
100 Ramonas. And then Bershawn was like, so are you trying to change her? And she's like, no. Why would I do that? So it just told me that Bershawn was like missing the point.
Hmm. Yeah, it was just very interesting for that dialogue to happen because it made me like Ebony more. It made me like her more because of the way she handles herself. She's like, for every point Bershawn was trying to make, she had a counterpoint and a very thoughtful
Mm-hmm.
counterpoint. And when caught me off guard a little bit was when Sonia told Bershawn they were getting, we're not at the dinner part yet. But when Sonia said, like, I don't know how you're a life coach, who would take advice from you? I was like, well,
Ooh. See,
I'm like,
Larger
well,
Curves agrees with me. That walk when she was leaving the restaurant, and then when
mm,
she got on the flat carpet or flat surface at the hotel,
mm,
she was. My mother calls that scotching. When your toes is on fire from the shoes
oh,
because they so cheap.
Gotcha. Or when you were a size 12 trying to fit into a size 9, something like in that range?
That's
No,
my
I'm just
cousin.
asking.
That's my cousin
No.
Pam. That's my cousin Pam. She got a big ass foot and
Hmm.
always stuffing them inside of somebody else's shoes, whether it's her size or not. Oh my god. But yeah, she wasn't walking like she was drunk. She was
Right.
pretending that she was drunk. She was walking like she had bad shoes on. They were hurting her feet. Um I
Anything else with Ebony?
Ebony, she didn't have much of any blow ups this show. I really liked her. I like how she explained what it was that she was trying to do. Like
Hmm.
basically, I just want to know where you're coming from. Because if I know where you're coming from, I know how to deal with you moving forward.
Right. That should be anybody, though.
Hmm. And I don't understand why people are taking such offense to that unless these are just superficial friends.
Right. Kiki, don't be shading us big feet ladies, Jamal and Tippy. We're
Hmm.
not shading. I've just seen it when I've gone into shoe stores where women will be a cool, I'm going to say this, a cool size 10. But we'll
Hmm.
try talking about, like, oh, can I see those in 6.5? I'm like, really? I'm like, well, I mean, your big toe's not going to fit in a 6.5, so what are you doing? But I digress.
Kiki. I was shading my cousin Pam because she got hoofs.
Yanni says, yeah, but she can't be a preacher and at the same time say, I'm here not to teach everyone and wake people's mind when that's all you do. I mean, I'm going to agree with this because she seems to
Uh-huh.
do it every conversation, which is the problem. Sometimes you gotta let people be people and take them as they are.
Here's the thing. I think she already knows what Ramona gives. Give up on trying to make Ramona verbalize it because we all know what Ramona gives.
Hmm.
You see what I'm
That's
saying?
fair. No, that's fair.
Yeah. Mm-mm-mm. Who else is on this dumb show? Luann?
She tried
She
to save
annoyed
Ramona.
me,
She tried to save Ramona, couldn't do it.
but I didn't like. She got a lot of mouth in her fucking confessionals.
Yeah, but
She
nothing
got
to
a
say.
lot of mouth.
But nothing to say on camera in front of the person.
Mm,
But
that's
yeah,
all I gotta say.
and the funny thing is, I mean, but let's be honest. If we gonna be honest about it, talk about it.
Mm.
Luann needs those confessionals because she has no storyline. Her storyline will be her confessionals at the reunion. Because Garth is not a
Um,
storyline. So sorry.
well, that's what Sonia said. Garth, what she said, Garth is a placeholder.
Tool as a tool.
A tool.
Hmm.
Ooh, love me some Ramona. And Bershawn, she is not a clown. She is not a clown. I took offense to that. They need to leave Ebony alone. Well, I think they BSW it to save face with Sonia. BSW it to save face with Sonia. I don't know.
Who's saving face with Sonya, Yanni, just so we can follow you?
Yeah, BBS. Oh, Bershawn Shaw? No, that doesn't make sense.
Was it Ramona?
I don't know. I'm not sure. Bershawn first, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And it came out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. I didn't quite understand it. I thought I'd missed something, so I had to ask Jamal. Um, but yeah, like she was okay. So Sonia, I guess, has to indoctrinate all newcomers with her whole history and everything, and she did that when they were at the historical site of
Right.
the Quakers or whoever they were. I thought Rashawn did.
She did.
Yeah, Rashawn called her the clown. I
But here's the
so what?
thing.
She said that. She just talked. Like, why take offense to that? And why
Right.
is that clownish? That's just her giving her resume.
And my thing is this, Vershawn, baby, you were in the right group to get away with calling those group of women a bunch of bees, and I get jumped on. I'm just saying, where I come from, you really wouldn't got past the T before you would have got jumped on.
Can you imagine if she was in Potomac or Atlanta doing that?
No,
But okay, like I want to see why they brought Bershawn on this show. I'm not seeing it yet.
not
But
yet.
it's only been 2 episodes, right?
Yeah, so we have to be fair.
Right. Yeah. So she got one more episode for me. She insulted Sonia. I wonder behind the scenes. Mm. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Who else is on this show? Did we catch everybody?
I've covered Leah because she didn't do too much, but the tattoo and the fake crying with perfect makeup. I think we got everybody actually. Ramona was Ramona.
Wait, let's do the shit scene. What is wrong with Ramona?
She's not. She's not. She doesn't have. She doesn't have Lisa Rinna on speed dial. That's why. Just saying.
That was so disgusting, and like I'm kind of tired of it now. And I agree with Sonia. Bring your equipment with you. Bring the Depends. If you're having issues like that,
Right.
bring the Depends. And if you're having issues like that, be cognizant of if
Right.
accidents happen. Okay? Accidents happen. But don't leave that for the housekeeping staff. Like, that's gross. And then Sonia goes in there to take a piss and steps in it and walks it all
Yeah.
throughout the room. Other people have to stay in there.
Right.
Nobody's deep cleaning that carpet that you walk shit all through. But I did think it was funny that Sonia pissed herself from laughing so hard.
Right.
But every time they go on a trip, she shits. She never shits in her house, but she
Right.
shits everywhere that they go. And I know, well, we're not
Hmm.
monetized, so we ain't gonna lose nothing. But yeah, that was the only other thing that I had to bring up because that was just ridiculous. Get
Agreed.
a diaper. So we're done with this show, right?
Yes.
Okay, on to the main event. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, season 11, episode 9, A Pretty Meltdown.
So,
Ooh.
like, my opinion, this is where the season actually starts for me. I'm sorry. You could have
Mhm.
really missed me with those first 8 episodes. That's just the truth.
Did anybody get telenovela vibes with the Erika and Kyle meetup at
That's
RHW?
that was old school. You know, that was old school Santa Barbara. Quit playing.
Oh my god. Hold on. Yeah, this was staged. This was staged. This I don't believe every well choreographed word of her script.
And and Erica, how are you feeling?
Yeah, the
It's
other
just,
bad actress,
it's just,
Cow.
it's just, it's just like so much. I've just never been this overwhelmed. It's
Mm.
so hard to like just sometimes just to get out of bed. It's so overwhelming to think about what I have to tackle legally every day.
Mm.
Erica, I understand. I'm here for you. I'm your friend. I'm not going anywhere. That's not the kind of friend I am. I'm just saying. I'm like, really? This is the best you could do? The best.
Apparently.
I mean, Kyle, you're a trained actress. You've been acting since like Little House on the Prairie. You can do better. You
Mm-hmm.
you can do better than that.
Oh my God, did you see that flashback to Little House on the Prairie?
Yeah, she has scarlet fever and she had to be quarantined.
I'm so tired.
That was the one time I didn't want art to imitate life.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, okay, okay. So who's next?
Wait, hold on. I just have to give what I said in Kempire's live.
Okay.
Honestly, I think Erika rolled the dice, hoping that he might pass so that she could collect big, and ignored that first set of documents that she got 2 years ago because I'd have been out from then.
Mhm.
If I went to him and I said, please explain this to me, why am I getting this? And he shut me down and said, go away, I would have taken it to a lawyer
Mhm.
and said, please explain this to me because Nani got a 12th grade education. Please explain this to me. Oh, so it says that I'm in trouble because of his law firm. You do divorces? How much is a retainer? I'm a siphon off some money and I'm gonna put you on retainer and I'm gonna need you to like help me out of this. And 2 years ago, I would have filed for divorce and
Mhm.
prayed for a small settlement.
Right.
And I would have cut my losses and left from then. I think she was greedy, or she believed what he said, saying that it's the law firm, it has nothing to do with you. And she was still holding out because she's like, damn, 20 years, because she's been with him for 22, married
Mhm.
for 20, right? 20 years, like that bitch should have been dead by now. That's what I think.
Here's the
She
thing, though.
made a calculated risk and loss.
Here's the thing, though. She should have been asking questions when he gave, sorry, when he loaned her company that $20 million. That's when she should have. Mind you, it was 20. Well, I've been reading it's $20 million over a couple of years, but she should have been asking questions then.
Mm-hmm.
But she didn't. Now, do I think she had intimate knowledge? No. I think she was more like, look, the money's still coming in. I'm gonna keep spending. That's just the way I look at it.
Mm.
But didn't Tom have lawsuits before they got married though?
I think he's always had lawsuits. Like successful lawyers always get lawsuits
Hmm.
against them or their firm or whatever. But I think people relied a lot on his reputation at being this stellar lawyer from the
Hmm.
Aaron Brockovich movie, you know. And I think it allowed people to overlook a lot of red flags and warning bells regarding him. And I think
I
they
can agree with
gave
that.
him too much power because I heard no, I think it was in the Housewife and the Hustler. Like if you wanted to be a judge, like people would run it by Tom first. Who the fuck is Tom?
True.
I, they I think the Bar Association of California, the state bar, has a lot of explaining to do because he had a lot of complaints against him, and if it were any other lawyer, they would have been investigated.
Hmm.
But you know, that's what power do for you.
Where to next?
um well, let's touch on Kyle a little bit because besides the little meetup scene with Erika.
Oh, I'm concerned that my daughter is not missing
oh
her friend.
Oh, I don't even care about the daughters because if your daughter got school and it's 12:30 in the afternoon and she still ain't wake up, but she got on 4-inch nails, and you went to go and chat with your sister to complain about how difficult it is to be a mother and how bad it is for Portia, but you ain't wake her fucking ass up before you left, I'm done with you. What I want to say with her, okay, so when Garcelle came and started asking her about Erika, And, and she's like, oh my God, I don't really know anything. And then in one confession, she's like, that's not my friend. That's not the person I know. You're innocent until proven guilty. And I was just like, wait, what? That's not the person you know, but innocent till proven guilty. And then the kicker was, she's like, well, I feel that she must have found out something wasn't right, and she decided to file for divorce before, anything else bad happened. What?
That innocence went out the window real quick, huh?
What?
What happened to innocent and proven guilty? At first, that's not the first thing you know. Innocent and proven guilty, but she found out something. That's why she got up out. Okay.
And then when they were at the top of the show, because it slowly went down
Right.
throughout the show, because at the top of the show she was on that three-way call with Lisa, Rinna, and Erika was in the bed, and she's like, if you need anything from me, you just call, I'll be there for you.
I asked her, like, well, pay my lawyer fees. How about you do that?
Well, she kind of almost did, because she said, I haven't been funded throughout any of this since I left. So
Right.
that's like, if you want to make a contribution, my
He hasn't
Cash App.
given me. Right. He hasn't given me a dime since I walked out the door. I'm like, well, why would he? I
But
mean,
yet,
there's no dimes left.
Erika's there saying, I hope somebody's checking on him. What for? If he ain't give you fuck all nothing since you left and y'all ain't talk, why the fuck you care whether somebody check on him or not? Didn't you leave the dog over there? The dog can sniff it out. Just saying.
Yanni wants to know, why is Rinna defending her so much. I think because Rinna got some of them documents, or Rinna hides some of that money.
Rinna need a storyline, that's why. Because she ain't got nothing but an empty closet full of broke ass old clothes and empty dreams. And a husband that's never home.
He was home cooking for like 2
One
days.
day. Not even for 24 hours. He was probably in the morning to go grocery shopping and out by 10 o'clock and leaving Lisa to do the dishes.
Yeah, with me, they've been eating on Dixie and red Solo cups, but that's just me. You ain't gonna mess up my good dishes. Quit playing.
Okay, but everybody's going on about the eyeliner and the mascara. That was a mess. When would Erika Jayne ever come out without waterproof Maybelline? Give me a break.
Well, she lost that Fenty, ambassadorship, so she got to shop at the drugstore like the rest of the folks.
But she only just recently lost that though. This back in December. She had just gotten the assets frozen.
Oh, they stopped sending her on PR probably. So she's probably using it like every day, but then she wants to end it. It's like, oops.
Yanni going in. Why is Rinna defending her so much? He gave you 20 million, bitch. She defended him. BS. I'd be so pissed at him for putting me in this situation. Let me see, Kiki. I want to know what Rinna is hiding too. Up in them nasty old clothes. Probably the real Harry Hamlin.
Yeah. I
True.
mean,
Rinna crushed Denise for a lot less. Yep.
A lot less.
And then she worked with Two Face.
Oh yeah, that's not good either.
Wait, what? What's
Two-Face is problematic.
Who's Two-Face? What's Two-Face?
Another makeup brand.
Oh, okay. So Rihanna worked with Two-Face and Scummy Owner and still comments on EJ's post?
No, not only Rihanna. Erika also worked with Two-Face. And the problematic owner of Two-Face still comments on Erika Jayne's posts.
Good or bad?
He probably good. If he's still commenting, because typically brand owners won't comment unless it's something positive. So which tells us that Erika is still aligned with Two-Face.
Oh, okay. Yes, Logicers. We taking it all the way back. Tammy Faye Baker with them eyelashes. And oh my Lord, her nasty husband. Who else in here? My mom always accused my dad of doing stuff. She signed the papers. You can't cry after spilling the milk.
Right.
So 20 is not that much. Okay. Yeah, she spends $500,000 a year. Yeah. That's what, 10 years worth of spending? No. Oh, never mind. I'm not good at math this time of night or any time during the day. I think I should she wouldn't pay for Tom's mistakes. Oh. Well, we'll send this message to Coach Shaw at his other family house.
That's the thing. That's the thing. Like when you're like with Erika, like I agree with you. When you put your when you're named in lawsuits and he's not giving you no answers,
Mm-hmm.
time to run. And I'm going to say this: that scene with Lisa Rinna, Erika, and Crystal at Erika's house. And by the way, I love Erika's house. They were speaking that scene. They were speaking straight facts. Don't matter. Doesn't
Mm-hmm.
matter who you like or don't like. They were speaking straight facts. They're like,
Know your
know
financials.
your financials.
Mm-hmm.
And Lisa says they know what's going on in each other's, the joint accounts, and they each have their own personal account. I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, good job, Lisa Renna.
Mm-hmm.
And good job to Crystal. She's like, you know what? I really don't know what's going on with the finances. She's like, I run the house and the living stuff. She's like, but
Mm-hmm.
if I asked, Rob would have no problem showing me. She's like, and if he did, that would be a red flag. I'm like, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm really hoping people take note of that scene because that's a very important scene for everyone, particularly women who are married to powerful men. You need to know what's going on with those finances. You know how the money's coming in. You know sometimes where it's coming from. You kind of want to know. Because you don't want to be wrapped up in stuff. Look what happened to Teresa. She wound up in like literal prison, like literal prison. Really?
Mm-hmm.
For just signing paperwork? For real? Well, I love my husband. I trust him. Okay, good job. See you in what 18 months, whatever
Yep.
it was.
Yep.
That was a very good scene that people need to take note of because they were spitting facts on that one. I want to give them credit for that.
And I
I
think
really really
Lisa
do.
had to keep something separate because don't forget, this might have been her first marriage, I
Hmm.
think, but she was his third.
Right.
And one of them, he got taken. He was just like, take everything.
Yes, this what happened. No, I think it was the
Take
wife.
everything.
It was the wife. It was the wife
Was it
before
was
Lisa.
it Nicolette?
It was the
Nicolette was the one before him, before
it was
her,
the
right?
I think right, and that's the one where she was dating him as the divorce was going through, and
Mm-hmm.
he just said it was so. I think he said it was like so bad. He just said, you
Mm-hmm.
know what, just take what you
Just
want and go.
go.
Yes.
Just go. Mm-hmm. Okay, so the because we went from the end to the first, so let's go to the other scene, the tail end of Garcelle's birthday party, and the last the last part of this argument. Neither one of the two of these women want to let it go. Neither one of
Mm-mm.
the two of them want to apologize. Neither one of the two of them want to back down from their stances. But I think the difference is you got Sutton attacking a pair of ugly pants, and then you got Crystal, whose tongue is like the sharpest rapier I've ever come across because it's vicious. It's vicious because all the women were there just like, oh my God. And I think Garcelle, bless her heart, was really like she was pulling teeth with
Mm-hmm.
Sutton to say what it is that you need so that we could all stop talking about this bullshit.
Right.
I'm sorry that the birthday girl had to go through all that.
It's at your party. You got to play. You putting out fires.
But in truth and fact, I think Lisa was a little taken off guard because it was like she's the type of person to me that when she's planning her mischief, she really sits down and thinks strategically about it step by step by step, and she doesn't deviate. And so when a sneak attack comes, she kind of get caught off guard, especially if she's
Right.
not in the
Involved.
argument.
Right.
So I don't think she knew what to do here. I really don't. Uh, do you think this is the last we're gonna hear about this?
It better be.
Okay.
Speaking of Sutton, it was nice to see her daughter.
Porter.
I was like, if she doesn't sound like Sutton, I'm like, she is adorable. She is such an adorable teenager. But did you catch that shade that Sutton threw though? I was like, ooh.
What?
So they were talking, and they're talking about what? Not Delilah, the young one. What the young one's name?
Amelia?
Amelia. She's like, oh,
Amelia.
like Porter's 18, Amelia's 19. Lisa's like, we
She
could
have
arrange a
play
play
dates or
date.
something.
But then in the confessional sentence, all like, I was very strict with my kids. No this, no
Southern
this, no
mama.
this, no that, no this, no that. I just
Mhm.
want to say as little as long as they possibly can, and they're gonna play Uno with me every Saturday night and
Yep.
like it. And
Yep.
then when Erika, she's all like, my daughters can't get no fillers, no Botox, no this, no that, blah 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 blah, right? And then Lisa Rinna's like, yeah, we could. That's when Lisa Rinna says, yeah, we could do that. Let's get them together for a play date. And Sutton's like, just less. I don't, I don't
I don't
think.
understand.
But I'm like the way they, I want to say, I won't blame Bravo editing for this one. The way they edited that, and then that particular sequence, I'm like, y'all was wrong for that. Y'all were wrong
But
for
I
that.
don't blame them for it because look, she's a Southern mama, and Porter is staying in school and getting that degree, and she will marry well
Hmm.
and have several trust funds.
And she's not going. And she's not. Also, she's not going to be an honorary Kardashian. No.
No, no,
No.
but she gonna have a collection of Birkins.
Right. Right.
She
Well,
she she is not gonna be out here, getting together with men that's twice her age with 4 kids and all that mess. Nope, she's focusing on school,
mm-hmm.
and she's doing the Kappa 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 Gamma thing.
Yeah.
Like she doing the whole sorority experience.
Mm-hmm.
Very Southern, very traditional. I like it. I like it because I find like these young girls on these shows, they too womanish. They grow up way before they time. They fall into bad habits, bad relationships, and then by the time they hit 30, they look like they 65 and should be collecting Social Security benefits. It's just weird how they accelerate their life
Mm-hmm.
experiences, and it never turns out well.
It doesn't. I completely agree with that because you can just look and see it's like you're doing a bit much for your age. You're doing a bit much for any age if we're gonna call a thing a thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let the girl get an education. Let the girl live her normal life cycle,
Yeah,
you know. And I don't
totally
blame
agree.
her. Keep her at home playing Uno with you on Saturday. Good.
Well, see, I like Uno, so hey, draw
And did
four.
you notice
How about that?
she wasn't over made up? She looked like a normal college student. At least like college students I went to school with. I don't know. Um, leave to Kyle to turn the situation with her daughter into herself all the time. All the
Yeah,
time. But wait a minute. I know people are making fun of Kathy when she said, well, in the game of poker, everybody has to show their cards at some point or something like that. That little thing that she said. I thought it was very relevant,
but
especially
incorrect.
where it came to Erika. So what is incorrect?
It's incorrect. And in poker, you don't always have to show your cards. But I knew what she was trying to say.
I just feel like everything's gonna be shook out at the end with regards to
Yeah,
Erika. Like they could give us all of this bull crap that we seeing now, but in the end, the truth is gonna come out. When this goes to trial, it'll all come out.
in this situation, the truth has no option but to come out because based on what we've seen and what we've heard,
Mhm.
so it's just not an option at this point.
Hey GTA. I expected her to be mad at Portia, not sympathetic. I didn't get that. I did not get that. So your kid is not waking up for school, missing classes, all of this, so you reward her by going and getting her nails. Really?
Yeah, that was weird. And you left her at the house sleeping.
And the thing is that Kyle is at home. Kyle's at home. What's the excuse that that girl is missing her online classes? I don't get it. And where's Mauricio? Two parents at home. And she's the only kid right now because all the other kids are
Oh,
out the house, right?
remember Mauricio? Did Mauricio come back home yet? Because remember they flew to the desert when she got the panorama. Remember she said they flew to the desert. So do you think Mauricio's still out there or is he
By
quarantining somewhere else?
himself?
I don't know.
Oh, well. Kathy is helping Crystal poke at Sutton without people noticing. Same with Erika. The truth will be out at some point. Yeah. Yeah. I think we touched on that last week, isn't it?
What? Which part?
Kathy is helping Crystal to poke at Sutton. Remember the Thomasina thing?
No, yeah, no. I remember that. I was going to make sure I was hearing your question right. 'Cause I heard you. I
Yeah.
was heard you reading the comment while I was on the other screen. My apologies.
Yeah. Wait, what? What kids want to get up before noon? I would be worried she didn't care about other people, but that has nothing to do with her not being a good mom. Yeah. Oh, I didn't say she wasn't a good mom. I just said she should have got that kid's ass up out of bed and not given her fingernails. That's all. I run a tighter ship, even though I don't have kids, but I have a parental unit that I take care of. Agree with harsh punishments on kids, but oversleeping and missing classes is grounds for punishment. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
that
you
was my
got
thing.
one job as a kid, go to school. That's what my mother told me. You think I could go to her and say, oh my God, I don't feel well? Where? What? Here's a thermometer. Bend over. Okay, let's go. I got to go to work. I would have to have a kidney trailing out behind me for my mother to let me stay home from school. I don't know. It was my one job. Oh God. All right. Anything else on the show that we missed?
For me, no. It was a tidy little episode. I'm not too angry with it, but I'm just mad that Bravo wasted our previous 8 weeks.
How many more episodes do you think we have? Like 16
I would say
in total?
at most, I would think 10 or 12.
Okay. Me too, Debbie. My son got up first time. He also went to sleep, and I told him to, and homework was like done as soon as he got home. Yeah, my homework had to be done before my mother got home at 7:00. Period. It's Kyle's only real. Whoop. 3. I can't take it anymore. Oh my God. You only want 3 more episodes? Wait, Jamal, when you said like 15, you mean in total 15 or
And
15 more
15,
episodes?
no, 15. I think it's the season probably be like 15, 16 episodes plus a 3-part reunion.
A
So
3-part reunion?
this is gonna be a
Why?
3-part reunion. Okay,
But
if
she's
they,
not showing up.
but here's the thing: if Atlanta got a 3-part reunion, come on now.
But that was all because of Bolo. That was all because of Bolo. We don't have a Bolo over here. And the primary suspect, Erika, is not coming to the reunion. What are we going to talk about?
Erika not being at the reunion and why she's not at the reunion.
We are not wasting 2.5 parts on why she's not there.
I got $10. I got $10 on this. It says this is gonna be a 3-part reunion.
Oh wait, did you watch what happened? Watch What Happens Live
I
last
didn't get
night?
a chance to.
It was so good. Did any of you guys watch What Happened Live last night with Andy? And he had on those 4 podcaster vloggers, whoever they are. And he was like, so what do you think about the Erika scene where, you know, she's crying and everything? And all of them tore into it and didn't think it was believable. Sasha agreed with me and said that it was like a telenovela. They were like, no, that it was overacted. And they're even like, I can see them setting it up where she's saying that his eyes and his ears was going bad. This is the lead in for the dementia. He was shocked. He was shocked. People are a lot more savvy with their television watching. Bravo got to come better or get better actresses. I'm sorry.
That too.
But if you get a chance, see if you can pull it back up
I don't
and watch
it. I don't
it.
think it's online.
Yeah, it is. It was hysterical. Hysterical. And Andy saying that Erika was going to tell all. Yeah, I don't think she is. I don't think she is. She didn't even answer his own question. Yep. And here's the thing. Someone asked if Kim was coming on this season. And at first he said yes, but then I think in his ear they said and when they came back, he's like, oh, sad news. Kim is not going to be on this season.
Oh.
But is Kim writing a tell-all book?
We gotta look that up.
I think I heard she might out Mr. Harry Hamlin. Like how she almost did back in the diggity days. Wait, Andy thinks we're dumb simps. This is serious. Oh my God. Yeah, I don't think. Okay, everybody in the chat. 1, Erika is going to show up at the reunion, or 2, she's not going to show up at the reunion. I say, what did I say? 1, she's going to show. 2, not going to show. I say 2. I say 2. She's not showing. And yes, Kim is releasing a book. Whoa. Okay, so GTA says lots of 2s. I say 2. Ali R says 2. So far, no one thinks she's showing up. Apparently, she already wrote the book, but for some reason was stopped from coming out. Maybe you think she got an injunction? Oh. Do you think it's from Mr. Harry Hamlin?
Of course.
Oh. So Larger Curves also thinks too. So yeah, if she doesn't show, there's no 3 parts to this. Wait, Kelly thinks she's going to show? I don't know. She could show up and she could sit there and say, I can't talk about that. I can't talk about that. I can't talk about that. I like Kim and Harry though. Kim and Harry were together? Or you like the argument?
I think it's the argument.
Oh, maybe in Cat, but it's coming out in weeks now. Oh. Well, look, they let Kyle do that TV show telling everything about their family as when they were younger. Let Kim have her book. But did you hear that Ramona isn't going to show? I heard that. No big loss. She would have got up and walked out anyway. She does it every reunion show, so no big loss. Susan, you think Erika's going to show up? Wow. Basically, it's true. She will not be able to say any. Yeah, she won't be able to say anything. And even in some of her confessionals where the producers are asking her questions, she's just something she just can't answer.
Hey Debbie, I gotta drop down because I'm losing AirPod juice.
Oh,
So
well, we're ending the show now because I have to hop onto another show. I'm going to be on Heidi's show in 30 minutes. So, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. Give us a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, and see us tomorrow where we'll be talking about family karma
karma.
and Shahs of Sunset. Okay?
Yep.
All right. Until next time.
Bye.
Bye.